Hi, I'm Kelsey Mays for Cars.com, and if you didn't know this was a Toyota Corolla, well, I wouldn't blame you. The Corolla has been redesigned for 2009, but the styling actually looks a lot like a mix between the outgoing model and the current Toyota Camry. Now, the new Corolla is about the same size as the outgoing model, but Toyota says there's a little bit more room inside as well as in the trunk. Now, fit and finish inside is generally good. There do seem to be a few more misaligned panels here and there than in the Toyota Matrix that we had last week. That's also been redesigned for 2009. One thing that does look nice is the contrasting trim pieces that kind of liven up the center portion of the dashboard. There's fake wood trim and silver painted plastic, but they're actually used sparingly enough that they really kind of add a little bit of color here. That's generally nice. The radio controls have simple black plastic. The dials feel pretty high quality, and it's integrated into the dashboard pretty nicely. One little annoying feature is that the clock here is actually integrated into the instruments. It cycles through with an outside temperature display and a few other things. If you want to see what temperature it is outside, you won't know what time it is because the radio doesn't tell you. The AC controls are simple. They fall kind of easily to hand. They're awfully clunky though. They don't feel very precise at all. We actually like the controls in the previous Corolla better, and the controls in the Honda Civic generally blow these out of the water. But the Corolla comes roaring back in storage space, and I can't believe I just said Corolla and roar in the same sentence. Anyhow, it's everywhere. There's upper and lower glove compartments. Each one's pretty big, as you can see. There's also little tiny pockets to either side of the center controls. The center console actually has two different compartments. There's an upper one and a lower one. The lower one's pretty big, and like in the Honda Civic, the armrest moves forward and backward for drivers of different sizes. Taller people will want to note how far back the driver's seat moves. I've got it all the way back in its rearmost position. The upholstery in the seats I actually like pretty well. A couple other Cars.com editors thought it felt a little bit dated. Leather seats with heated front seats are optional. And back legroom and headroom are a little bit tight. I have a little bit better headroom actually than I have legroom. Notice there's no center armrest here. The Honda Civic, the Mazda 3, and even the Hyundai Elantra offer one. Cup holders are up here. They kind of flip out right here. There's a lot of moving parts. Small families, kids are going to shove their Juicy Juice boxes and sippy cups in there, and those are going to be the first things to go. Now, like many of its competitors, the Corolla has little release pins right here, help lower the back seat. Opening itself is pretty wide. Total cargo volume is about a little over 12 cubic feet. It's on the low side for this segment, but it's still relatively competitive. Now, the Corolla's abundant storage areas and 35 miles per gallon on the highway is just the ticket for a lot of small car shoppers. So are the safety features. 6 airbags and anti-lock brakes are standard, and stability control is an affordable $250 option. And whether all of that is enough to sway buyers toward a car that may not be as outwardly appealing as a Honda Civic or a Mitsubishi Lancer is still anybody's guess.
For additional information on this car or any other, go to Cars.com and our blog, Kicking Tires.